We started a website today called redemptionwins.com. And it's a resource. It's a place that we want you to go to grow, no matter where you are in your walk with God, whether you're questioning, whether you have no walk, whether you're struggling, whether you're going through something difficult, or whether it's like the best day, year of your life. And I am so distracted. And so we want you to go there. We want you to sift through all the resources we provided you. We gave you sermons. We gave you books. We gave you, what else have we got there? Sermons, books, websites, and there's a prayer wall. And so just go. We're hoping that it becomes a community where you guys can help each other and also just grow in your walk with God. That makes sense?
That's it. That's what we want to do. And redemptionwins.com. It's going to be awesome. Share your stories. Find hope. Find help. Find healing. Hope, help, and healing. I guess you could say that. Hope, help, and healing. That's what we want you to find. Hope, help, and healing.
All right.
Redemptionwins.com. And some of you had asked questions about how to make it in the Christian music industry. I've attempted to answer this 3 times, so bear with me if you've already heard it. But someone had asked, if you want to follow in our footsteps making music, how do you do that? And I said, well, if you want to follow in our footsteps, you need to lead worship at a local church, and then you need to spend about 10 years sleeping on the floor of a van and driving.
That's it.
Hundreds
That's
of
it. Just lead worship
10 years
sleep in a van.
Sleeping in a van. In a van down by the river. No, I think people ask that, and it seems like a lot of times the question behind the question is, how do I get people to pay attention to me and to listen to me and make much of me? Because sometimes you might see us on stage and think that's all that is to it. And honestly, this redemptionwins.com that we're talking about is really the step that I would suggest to you, is that look at what you do as discipleship. Because all of us, our calling is to go into all the world and make disciples. So whatever you love to do, whether it be music or graphic design, or maybe you want to be a lawyer or a milkman, or a dairy farm owner, or a claymation specialist, or an Olympic athlete, or a horse wrangler, or a meat packer, or a Green Bay Packer, or whatever it is you want to do, go do it. And while you're doing it, try to use it to make disciples, In other words, serve people and help them know Jesus. And honestly, that's like the spiritual answer. The really practical answer of how to become a CCM artist. If you want to become a recording artist, write songs and record them. Don't think you got to wait for a record label. Like we made 3-4 independent records, and each one sounded a little less worse than the one before it because we didn't have any money, so we just recorded it at the budget that we had, which was nothing, and they were terrible. And so if you do those 2 things, I think God will, if you're really intent on God, use me right where I am, help me serve the people in front of me. Just seems like people who pray that prayer get opportunities to do that. RedemptionWins.com.
All right, well,
this has been great.
Thanks for tuning in, 72 people. 70, 60. Bye.
Hold on, I want to hold your hand. Your head's in my hand.